right, we'll be live here in just a couple seconds. Let me go live on Facebook first. Going live on Facebook. And then we're live on YouTube. How many of these have we done? This is like number 6. Number 6, I think.
This is 5.
This is 5, and it's on one of my favorite topics. So Facebook ads was my favorite topic until ChatGPT came along. ChatGPT. You guys have obviously been using it, right, Aaron? I hope so. Man, so we've got a good marketing power hour tonight. We got Low Volt Lead Machine. We got Aaron and Christina. How you guys doing tonight? You guys doing well?
Excellent. Happy Thursday. Great to be here.
Yeah, great to be here. Super pumped. We're going to chat about something real fun here.
Yeah, so we're going to do some lead generation stuff. That's usually the overarching topic. We do a lot of stuff to help low volt businesses get leads, get business, do some marketing. So it's not a sales pitch. We're trying to provide you with as much value as possible. So with that being said, Aaron, take it away, my friend.
Yeah, for sure. My goodness. I mean, talking ChatGPT today and how to leverage it in your business. For those unaware or uninitiated, ChatGPT has taken the world by storm. Seems like every marketer in your inbox is either saying that, the clickbait is the world is ending through AI, or you're going to be replaced with the new AI bot. And if you're not familiar with ChatGPT, it's more or less a very cool, amazing AI tool that can help you generate content, generate all sorts of things that we'll kind of share here today. And then you can leverage the stuff that it generates in order to help you generate leads and sales. Blake, I know you've already played around with it a little bit, and you kind of used it to create, what was it, a course or something, help you outline something over there?
Yeah, so I asked it to create a course outline for low voltage copper technicians, and it created the whole outline. So, and then I drilled in, I said, hey, create the course for this section. So then it expanded upon each section, and it was damn accurate. I mean, it was really good. So what that could do is you could eventually tell it to create the YouTube script or create the audio script for that course. And then you could do the voiceover and then do the whole, it does it all for you. It gives you an amazing outline for an entire course or a script. It's quite remarkable.
So for those of you that overthink, right? Just a few steps.
Yeah, I'm a terrible writer. I'm more of a photographer and a video guy, and kind of like I like to do stuff more kind of visually. So this helps me a ton with gathering those ideas to do the content creation, the stuff that I'm actually good at, which is not writing.
Excellent.
Stuff that wouldn't have gotten done or like would have taken far too long to get done in the first place, right?
I've paid people in the past and they did a terrible job, and you're out thousands of dollars. Whereas compared to ChatGPT, it did a much better job than the people I paid. So I'm
beyond impressed with the quality that this thing generates.
Exactly.
Like you're only limited by your creativity to ask the questions for it to generate, amazing things.
Yeah. Being able to prompt it is that's where the human kind of comes in for now. We can excel at kind of the creativity aspect of it and then tell it what to do.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And actually that's a good segue into kind of what I wanted to share is a framework by which you can think of your business through, and then where can this tool fit? Right? What aspect of my business can I use this tool to help me shortcut content creation, shortcut blog posts creation, shortcut the things that I need in my business to stay in front of my customer, to acquire new customers, to retain my existing customers. to make more money with my current customer base? Where can I use this thing to make more money, right? And either through lead acquisition or through retaining my customers longer or generating more revenue from my customers. So that's kind of the lens that I'm looking at this through, and I'll share with everyone here my screen, and then how you can look at it through your business too, in that way.
Definitely. And just to add here, Aaron and Blake, this is just another tool to add to our toolkit, right? And we will have a handout to share with everybody here at the end, so stay tuned so you can walk away with some information to take with you today.
Good call, Christina. All right, 3 ways to use ChatGPT to generate leads and sales for low volt companies. And we're going to share more than 3 ways here. I've got a few cooked up, and then we'll jump over into ChatGPT and just kind of get creative and see what we can come up with. Just like the previous trainings that we've had, we really want to just have a framework for how we operate. Right. Without a framework, we kind of, we throw in spaghetti against the wall. We're a ship without a sail. And so if we can think about things through a framework and how something fits in that framework, then we can know what to do with the thing. Right. So AI can help you produce more content, keep your customers longer, and help you sell more services. And so here's the framework I just want to present for everybody today. And you may have our, go ahead, Christina.
Just a note, can you explain what AI stands for?
Yes, artificial intelligence. So, yes, ChatGPT, we can go look at the actual definition of ChatGPT, but more or less it's an aggregator of data, scouring the internet, going through machine learning, and then able to respond intelligently to questions that we ask it. So yeah, and we'll hop over there in just a minute. Really amazing artificial intelligence tool. And so here are 3 ways to make more money in your business. There's really only 3 ways to make more money in your business. These are the 3 ways. Okay. These are the 3 levers that you can pull in your business to generate more money. And number 1, it's either more leads or to get your customers to pay more, or to get your customers to pay more often. Those are the only 3 ways, 3 levers that you can pull in your business to make more money. Okay. And so in my mind, I'm thinking, how can I use ChatGPT and this artificial intelligence tool to either 1, generate me more leads, 2, get my customers to pay me more, or 3, get my customers to pay me more often. Okay. So these are the 3 distinct levers to pull to generate more revenue for your business. And I'll just kind of briefly touch on each one of these and how they fit into the sales cycle and the value of each one of these levers in your business. Okay. So more leads, really more leads. They're the furthest from the sale. Okay. And the cost per acquisition is the highest. Nothing new under the sun here. You probably already know that, but to acquire a new customer will cost you more than to, retain your customer or have a customer referred to you, right? So the cost per acquisition of a cold lead is the highest. It's really the furthest from the sale. Customers to pay more is really the biggest lever that you can pull to change your bank account. So if I can get my customers to pay me more, that is going to, it is the strongest lever in order for me to generate more revenue for my business. Okay. And then number 3, closest to the sale really is to get my customers to pay me more often. Okay. And that in our case is like a service level agreement, ongoing monitoring, that sort of thing. And so in my mind, I'm like, well, how can I get ChatGPT to present, SLAs, more things that I can present to my existing customers so that they can pay me more often. I can get them into a recurring revenue type of situation with my company. Okay. So in my mind, I'm like, well, where does ChatGPT fit? What can I do to help assist with any three of these levers, whether it's more leads, customers paying more, or customers paying me more often? So let me share here. So more leads. What can I use ChatGPT for? I can use it to create Facebook posts. I can use it to create Facebook ads. Blake, you just shared a little bit ago. You can use it to create YouTube videos. You can use it to create your emails, your blog posts. I have emails written twice, text messages, cold email outreach, headlines. I can use it to create explanations of the benefits of my service level agreements or my monitoring solutions. Okay. So those are some of the ways that I'm thinking about how to use it. And I've actually queued up a few different scenarios or a few different ways that it has generated some of these things. And I'll pull that slide over here. Can everybody still see what I pulled up here?
Yep.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. So thinking about access control, this is, by the way, logged into ChatGPT, and in the handout that Christina mentioned, there's a link to access over here, or you can just Google ChatGPT; it'll take you right there. And I didn't know this, but earlier today I discovered it is the fastest to 1 million users of any platform to date.
Yep. So 5 days, I think.
I mean, that's just insane.
Yeah. Compared to Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat, like those took months and some years. It took 5 days for ChatGPT.
Out of control.
It's a big deal.
Use it while it's free, everybody.
Okay, that's the thing is I'm on the wait list for the ChatGPT Professional. So I'm on the wait list for that. So they're gonna try to figure out how to monetize pretty quickly because I think they spend like $3 million a day on the computing power for it. It's a lot. Yeah. So you got to definitely use it while it's free, but at the same time, maybe use the paid product, but GPT-4 is on the horizon and that's going to be thousands of times more powerful than GPT 3.5. The point is get in early and learn it and continue to evolve with it.
Wow. That's wild, dude.
Yeah, the key is to be open to it.
Yeah, at the very least.
Open to a new tool.
Yeah. Some people aren't even on social media and they're still far behind on social media. And
right.
Yeah.
If you're behind on social media and want to jump in on one tool, here it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Very true. Yeah, this will help you. Just ask it the right questions on what to post, and it'll give you everything to post. So back to our framework about how to use this for more leads and sales in my business. I actually asked it earlier. Very simple. Write an email explaining the benefits of having a service level agreement with an access control company. So this is, hey, I have an existing client. We installed access control solution at their place of business, and I want to follow up with them about my SLA. Right. So, dear sir, dear ma'am, we are writing to inform you the benefits of having a service level agreement with our access control company. And by the way, the things that this creates are there for you to tweak and massage and use. This is more or less doing 95% of the work for you, and then for you to modify it for you, right? Put your voice into it, change some things, subtract some things, add. But it's more or less, I mean, how long would it take you to write this email when this more or less writes it in a couple seconds? Right? So you can take the bones of the thing and then polish it. That's the deal. But I mean, look what this thing came up with, so having a SLA with an access control company. Well, our SLA is a contract between our company and yours that outlines the level of service and support that we will provide to ensure the smooth operation of your access control system. By having an SLA in place, you can rest assured that any issues or concerns with your system will be addressed promptly and effectively. Some key benefits. We get guaranteed response times, regular maintenance, discounted rates, priority service. Overall, an SLA with our company will provide you with the peace of mind and ensure your AC system is always running at its best. This is all from one question, just telling it, or not even a question. This is all from one directive, just telling it what to do. So if let's say I'm a company and I don't have service level agreements in place, yet I know I need a recurring revenue business model. Okay, well, now I know I can take this email and outreach to my existing clients to get that service level agreement. Let's say, well, hey, I don't even have a service level agreement. Let's just see what ChatGPT comes up with. Let's say new chat. Experiencing exceptionally high demand. Please hang tight while we work on scaling our systems. Let's give it a minute here, and I'll just type in here. Write a service level agreement for an access control company.
As you're typing this in, Aaron, anybody else listening in, type in the chat, how long would it take you to write up an agreement? Just curious. If you're listening live, just type in how long would it take you to write a basic level agreement? Would that be 20 minutes? Would it be an hour?
Service level agreement. Here we go for access control services.
It would take me forever because I would never know how to do it. I would pay somebody else to do it.
Totally. I mean, this thing's just whipping it right up.
It might be pretty lengthy, and if it stops, you can type in continue, and it'll pick up where it left off. So if it's spitting out a ton of text, it'll end up just stopping. So keep that in mind.
Well, this gives us some pretty solid bones of a service level agreement for our access control services. It took it, less than a minute.
Did it complete?
It came down to contact information. It gave us, we could probably tell it to expand on, some certain areas.
Cool.
Service provider shall provide technical support to the client during business hours and shall respond to all support requests within 2 hours of receipt. So it provided us all of the bones, all of the bullet points. So if we wanted to add, our own things into this agreement, more than willing, more than capable to do so.
I almost feel like this is, take me back a few years of, was it like a Far Side cartoon where, it shows like a miracle occurs. Like here we put the query in, right? A miracle occurs, and here we go. Anyone else relate?
The Far Side comic.
Yeah.
That's a throwback.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm dating myself just a little.
Yep.
Let's look at another one here. I asked it earlier. I was thinking access control because we chatted about surveillance last week, and I wanted to switch a different service. So I asked it to write a Facebook post about the importance of access control for a business. So, you could do this to stay in front of your customer. It's important to always be posting content, especially on social media, Facebook, or whatever social media platform that you would like to attract your customers on. Use ChatGPT to come up with the content for you. Write a Facebook post about the importance of access control for business. As a business owner, it's crucial to understand the importance of access control. Not only does it protect your company's assets and sensitive information, but also ensures the safety of your employees and customers. Implementing effective access control measures such as biometric authentication and security cameras can greatly reduce the risk of theft, vandalism, and other security breaches. Don't wait till it's too late. Take action now. Let's see what else. Oh, this was great. This is what you made me think of earlier, Blake. So write a YouTube video ad script for lead generation of access control systems for business. I love this one because it begins to write it like a screenwriter. Opening shot of a busy office building or factory. Cut to a shot of a security guard checking ID badges at the front door. Voiceover. As a business owner, you know how important it is to keep your employees and assets safe. Cut to a shot of an employee swiping their ID badge to enter a restricted area. But traditional security methods can be costly and time consuming.
Man, they give you the whole B-roll sequence and everything.
How wild is that?
That's awesome. Have you tried to make a lead magnet with it? Was that on your list? Making a lead magnet?
Let's do it.
I had my brother do that. So start with this. Start with give me 3 headlines or give me 3 titles for a lead magnet about access control.
Give it a minute here. I saw that Microsoft was making a pretty hefty investment into the deal.
They've already invested over $1 billion, and Google's kind of freaking out. They're on code red, is what the CEO said. We're on a code red alert because of this. This is going to put Google out of business. But the thing is that Google has put so much effort into artificial intelligence with like their TensorFlow platform and all the custom processors they make for data centers. Like they started doing that several years ago. So it's been a while since they started doing it, but I think they may have been kind of blindsided by ChatGPT.
Wow.
Yeah. So follow up with write a lead magnet about the third one. So this could be your PDF download to build your email list. There it is right there. Pretty cool.
Very cool.
It's pretty quick.
Dude.
For those of you that majored in journalism, right? A lot of different writing assignments could be outnumbered now by ChatGPT.
The thing is with GPT 3.5, it's only trained on information up to 2021. So it's not current events. But once it figures out how to scrape like Twitter, like that, then it's game over. And then what do you need with journalism? With journalists, scrape Twitter.
Wow. I mean, my mind is blown just thinking about all the different ways to, create a lead magnet, create any content. It more or less, it shortcuts everything into getting all the content out into the marketplace for your services.
Yeah. And then you could type, give me the prompt for an AI art generator. So you could pump this into like Dolly or Midjourney, but give me the prompt for an AI image generator. So I don't know if you've used the like Mid Journey or Dolly. Have you used those AI art generators?
I've heard of Dolly, but no, I've never used it.
Yeah. So OpenAI makes Dolly. That's OpenAI, not OpenAI, OpenAI does Dolly, and that's their image generator. So you could just pump that into there, and it'll spit out a bunch of images for you. Same with Mid Journey, and but Stability Diffusion is another one.
Stability to Fusion, huh?
Stability Diffusion, I think it's called Stability AI.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what Lenza use. So that Lenza app, remember that one with all the avatars?
Yes.
Yeah, so you could pump it into that as well and get free artwork for your lead magnet or for like a children's book or for a blog post. You can just get all the free artwork for it.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we could go over to Dolly and tell it to create a book cover or like an ebook cover for our lead magnet here.
Yep, exactly.
So now we've replaced our well, one, if we were doing it ourselves, no more time to do it. But we've replaced having to pay someone to do it. Not only the writer, but now we've also replaced the graphic designer. And in our case, in my case, and I know in your case, Blake, these are things that we would have done on our own, and spent, God, I got to write this thing. Now I got to go to Photoshop. Oh, I got to learn this thing and that thing.
Yeah. Or go on Fiverr or Upwork or a Facebook group and hire somebody and spend a few $100 on it.
Hold on. I'm going to mute my mic. I've got a leaf blower by the window here.
No, you're good.
Yeah, it's amazing what a time saver this is and can be, and on so many levels.
Yeah. And there's already influencers like Instagram influencers and TikTok influencers that are artificial intelligence, and they'll just use tools like this to create these avatars, and they have millions of followers. So and so people actually watch these TikTok videos, these Instagram reels, and people can do brand deals with these artificial intelligence influencers. So like the influencer space is kind of getting eaten up by it as well.
Wow. Literally robots.
It's coming fast, coming very fast. Yeah. But I've been using it quite a bit for doing blog posts. I have 2 people on staff right now. I hired one person that's doing keyword research for low voltage, and then another virtual assistant that's helping with all of the like the product descriptions and the blog articles for like all the like the best tool articles. She's using ChatGPT to do certain things. So I have 2 people that are actually using the AI tools to speed things up. So I'm not paying people to write the articles. I'm paying people to use the tools. That's my strategy now.
That's an interesting distinction there, Blake. I'm curious, everybody else out there in the field, are they doing the same or are they not there yet? So something to think about, right?
Yeah.
To look at hiring, adding, etc. to your teams.
Yeah, because I know that they're going to use those tools anyway, and they're going to charge me those premium prices for like an entire blog post, but they're just using AI tools. So I know that I can just say, hey, like use the tool, and then I can get much cheaper stuff instead of having them charge me $50 an article. I can get 100 articles for $50.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I think I'm giving away too many secrets right now, to be honest.
Let's see. Anybody have any questions here as we're going along? Let's see in the comments. Let's see. Oh, somebody said there's a XXX Instagram page that uses this now. So all niches are using it.
That's a big deal. Because the adult content industry is like 37% of the internet. It's the reason the internet exploded so quickly, which is kind of disgusting, but it's also like, yeah, it's not good. You get into issues where they're using people's faces, real people, and they're putting them onto adult content, and that's a really big problem right now. Aaron, is there a leaf blower inside your studio, or what's going on?
It's
like right outside the window here. He actually just moved down the parking lot, so hopefully, can you hear him now?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty opportune timing. So, I mean, only limited by your imagination of how this tool can help you, I mean, generate leads and sales, create content, create blog posts, create ads, we created a keyword list for Google pay-per-click, create lead magnets, create titles, create YouTube ad scripts, create agreements, create emails that highlight the benefits of those agreements. I mean, only limited by your imagination on how this can shortcut content creation for you and increase leads and sales.
Yeah. Definitely, Aaron. We've got some comments coming in. Let me share here. I've got a question. What is a lead magnet coming in from Charles?
Yeah, Blake, you want to handle that one?
Oh, sure. Yeah. So a lead magnet is something that you give somebody in exchange for typically like an email or a phone number. So let's say it's like a PDF, like the top 5 tips on how to install access control systems. So it's a downloadable PDF. You give that and you get their email address, or maybe it is a coupon code. A coupon code could be considered a lead magnet. So anything that is of value that you give away for free in exchange for somebody's contact information. So the lead magnet is the freebie.
Great description there. And we have a few others that have chimed in. Dago said they started to use it to respond to emails to clients more elaborately. And then even Fred chimed in saying the issue now is that they've closed it to new users as of yesterday. Have you seen that, Aaron?
They closed it to new users. Uh-oh.
I didn't know that.
I have not seen that yet. And then Fred also commented again, until they can build more capacity.
We need more money, Microsoft. We need more money, Elon. Elon just spent $44 billion on Twitter. And Microsoft only gave $1 billion to OpenAI? Come on, man. Elon was an early founder and investor in OpenAI, but he stepped away because it was a conflict of interest with him and Tesla for some reason.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's what I heard. I'm pretty sure that's true. Yeah. But yeah, Elon's heavily involved, and then our good friends at Microsoft and Bill Gates and all those usual suspects, the globalist elite that are taking over the world.
Definitely. And thanks, Charles, for letting us know that you understood it. And Zane just shared, Blake just sent you a screenshot.
Sent me a screen. Wait, somebody sent me a screenshot?
Zane just sent you a screenshot. He just shared. I don't know if that was in Messenger or email.
Oh, send a screenshot. Yeah. Yeah, it's at capacity right now. It's every hour or every few minutes. It's always at capacity. It's just getting so much attention right now.
Wow. Yeah, so I wanted to share also, Blake, you had mentioned different types of lead magnets. Yeah, and there's all sorts of different types of lead magnets. So I just wanted to ask ChatGPT to list some ideas for lead magnets. And it could be an ebook, a white paper, a checklist. Checklists are really popular lead magnets because a checklist gives kind of a transformation, a how-to, and it guides people to, they're very valuable, right? Because you're more or less saying, hey, in order to achieve this thing, you do step by step by step. And so what we're giving somebody is value in exchange for their email address or their contact information. So we give them a free thing that's valuable, and then we're able to get them on our list, our email, their phone number, to present them with something that is a paid thing, right?
Yeah, lead magnets are probably one of the most effective ways to grow an email list.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think that email marketing is dead, it's not. It's like one of the highest return on investments you could possibly achieve with your dollars for marketing. It still is.
Most definitely.
100%. A little bit of context too on a lead magnet and providing value for someone else. Giving them a checklist, a free thing, a freebie, right? There's a little psychology behind that, and I don't know how many have read the book Persuasion by Robert Cialdini, but he gives a great tells a great story on the Hare Krishnas in the airports back in the 70s, right? I mean, this is a long time ago. You don't see them at the airports anymore, but they're what they would do is they would hang out at the airports and they would hand out flowers, right? They would hand out a little flower and ask for a donation. And that was their deal. They were very successful in getting donations to them just by handing out flowers, because psychologically, when you give me something, I want to give you something back. Like, it's just human nature to reciprocate. It's the law of reciprocation, right? So as a lead magnet, if I give you something for free and a value, and I give something that's going to help you, by nature, you want to reciprocate in some capacity. So there's psychology in the freebie and freebie with value.
Typically, people would throw those flowers away, and then the Hare Krishnas would go and get them out of the trash and resell them.
Great business.
It's amazing.
We
got the psychology and they were good, man. Really good.
So just as we're sharing this today, think of what can you do for your business to create some kind of lead magnet?
Yeah. Hop in ChatGPT, get some ideas. There they are right in the screen. It's funny because I use ChatGPT more than I use Google. When somebody asks me a question where they could just oh, why don't you just Google that? I just ChatGPT it now. If it's if it's before 2022, 2021.
Here's another good book by Robert Cialdini, is Influence. So the first one's Persuasion, and that's where the story of the Hare Krishnas come from, and the law of reciprocity. Here's another one from him, Influence. Two great books. Sounds like you read that one too, Blake.
Yeah. They're in my Audible library. I recognize them.
There you go.
I read them in my sleep. I always fall asleep with audiobooks.
Or audio you can always listen to on the way to your job, your assignment, etc. I know when I've driven, I love listening to different books when I'm driving.
For sure. Looks like Zane got it up. Zane is logged in. Zane, did you have to sign up for an account, or did you already have one? Because they said that you can't sign up anymore. Is that what I heard?
That's what a few people mentioned in the chat right now.
Well, that sucks.
Zane, let us know if you can chime in again.
He's sending me DMs. He's sending me Messenger DMs right now.
Okay.
This morning, I was making Babylon Bee style articles about fiber optic technicians. It was funny because you can say, hey, write a title in the style of Babylon Bee. So you could probably create, if you find a way to integrate this with a Twitter feed or an RSS feed, and then pump out titles, you could probably create your own version of a Babylon Bee or something pretty quickly. And they were funny too. They were really funny.
Yeah.
Zane just chimed in, signed up just now.
Oh,
so must have opened again.
Oh, okay, so you can sign up.
That's awesome. One of my guys in Reno used it yesterday. We're assembling a big video wall, and we wanted to put some demo content up there, and so he asked it to write a Star Wars style movie introduction explaining the benefits of an LED video wall. And it's like a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, such and such company created the most astounding video walls from in the universe. That I mean, and so now he's put it up there like in a scrolling, total nerd. Like,
yeah, exactly, yeah. So I actually, this actually made me money recently. I had this banner ad project for the Low Voltage Nation job board. So this company, Field Nation, wanted us to put in a banner ad at the top. So they paid us for it. And the job board company said they could do it, and they couldn't do it. And so I ended up using ChatGPT to write the JavaScript to inject the banner ad code into the job board software. And it worked. It's like, holy shit. It worked. I had to go on and like figure out and kind of tweak some things. And then I was looking at some JavaScript documentation because I have a little bit of a coding background, but it would have never gotten done if it wasn't for ChatGPT. And it enabled me to go and learn more about some of the underlying technology. Another project I was learning about, like the Facebook API and like open authorization, like all these crazy things that I would never have delved into if it wasn't for getting that assistance from ChatGPT.
That opens up a whole nother world.
Yeah, it actually made me money. So that was pretty cool. It writes out all the code for you, and it comments all the code. It tells you exactly what it's doing, and then it gives you like, hey, like this is how you put it into the web server, and then you got to use this code to put it here, and it tells you everything.
Wow, let's ask it to do something. I mean, like write JavaScript code. Tell me what to type in here. Let's just see what it does, Blake.
Write JavaScript code to create a pop-up that asks for your email and phone number in order to download an access control lead magnet.
Stop it.
There was another one that I wrote. So the concept was take the Facebook group post and summarize them using the GPT Python module. So GPT has its own summarization, so it can summarize an entire article or a book or whatever. So take a Facebook group post, summarize it, and then post it to WordPress. And it wrote it. It said, you need to set up a Facebook app token. You need to set up the WordPress API key here. And then it wrote the Python script to do that.
What?
And yes, and it works. I bet you this code works. If you were to go in and drop this in, you can even drop this into like a WordPress post.
Dude, that's just wild. So today we've fired our graphic designer, we've fired our writer, we've fired our developer.
Knowledge workers are screwed. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm writing ChatGPT generated articles about why college degrees are useless and trade schools are better, because it's going to take a while for machines to actually take over, like fiber fusion splicers or people that are like crawling into attics and running cable. It's going to take a while for that to happen. But like lawyers, doctors, content creators, anybody that like has a college degree that like is tasked with like doing like redundant shit, like it's going to get automated quicker than the people that have the manual skilled labor jobs. That's just my prediction, and it's already playing out right now as we speak.
Just incredible.
Yeah.
Totally incredible.
Charles is chiming in with a share on a YouTube of using ChatGPT to build a website with no code. Look at that in the comments. Gonna be here before you know it. All kinds of things are changing.
Well, I heard that it doubles every 3 months. So like Moore's law, every 18 months, processing power was doubling for like computers. That was Moore's law. And that's what got us to this point where we've developed so quickly. But with AI, it supposedly doubles every 3 months. So just try to wrap your brain around the next 18 months of it just continuously doubling.
I feel obsolete.
The CEO Sam Altman of OpenAI, he talks about universal basic income. So they have an entire department at OpenAI that is tasked with figuring out universal basic income. They know how impactful this is going to be and how much it's going to render people useless almost. They will. So how are those people going to make money? And it's going to be universal basic income.
I've heard that bandied about. Interesting. It'll be an interesting future here. So I mean, so incredibly powerful, the freaking stuff we have at our fingertips now. It's mind blowing.
Yeah, so I'm all hands on deck, hiring people, learning about it. I spend at least 3 to 4 hours a day in ChatGPT, just prompting it and figuring stuff out, creating content.
Dude,
there's a small window of opportunity because like with like search engine optimization, like all of my articles will get picked up and they'll rank and I'll get some traffic, but it's going to be useless in like 2 years. Like SEO will be probably useless. Nobody's going to type in a Google search and look through a bunch of ads and all this bullshit and try to figure out what is actually the truth, where ChatGPT can give it to you in 2 seconds. And the thing is that since Microsoft is such a big investor of them, Bing search is going to make a massive comeback. Like they're already implementing it into Bing search. So
is that right?
Look out for Microsoft. They're on it.
Yeah. No kidding. That's you made a light bulb go off in my head. That's exactly right. Like, you thought it was fast to find the answer on Google. You just shortcut. You shaved off the seconds from the seconds.
Yeah. And if you know anything about the internet, you know that it's like 99% bullshit. You know, it's all just search engine optimized so they can send more ads. And it's like, half of it's not even true. You know, it's just like, it's so hard to find good information these days.
That's a great point. Dude, well, I'll be joining you here and spending some more hours on a daily basis, geeking out in some ChatGPT and working to leverage it in all aspects of our business.
Yep.
And, definitely
haven't even like chatted about the back end of the business on, hiring and human resources and all the things to actually operate the business that you can use this for. We're just chatting about leads and sales here and all the things it can do there, but internally, come on.
Yeah. And then when you think about like even like salespeople, like once it figures out like how to do like the speech to text, and that's already here, the speech to text, where it knows like everything about the person it's talking to and prospecting, it'll just know how to communicate with that person. It'll know its emotions, all the trigger points and everything. It'll have way more information than any salesperson, and it can do it 24/7, 365. So piping that into your pipeline, basically, that's a whole different story.
Wow. Are you saying it's going to have it, it's still going to sell me when I try and back out and I'm like, I got to talk to my wife. It's like, why do you have to talk to your wife? You are the sole decision maker.
Yeah. Oh no, it'll know exactly what to say. So it bypasses the other decision maker. It'll know. It'll know. It'll social engineer you to submission.
It's got all the rebuttals. It already knows that I'm trying to get out of this sales meeting. It's like, It's already cut me off at the pass. It's already in my bank account.
Yeah. We got your card on file, Aaron. You got your brain on file, Aaron.
Well, just to note, everybody, we have the link in the document how to go in and get access to the ChatGPT. We've got some additional information in there, so I'll be posting it in the comments, just so you know.
Thanks for keeping us on track, Christina. I appreciate it.
Just want to make sure everybody knows that that link is coming for everybody. And
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm excited for the future. I think these are crazy, uncertain, and fun times. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I think we'll in our future chats here, it might just be an integral tool where how can we leverage this to make this thing, whatever we're chatting about, how can we leverage it to make this thing go faster, whatever it is, or
Yeah,
it's more
it's
insight or more value.
It is kind of the cornerstone of all my conversations I'm having with my internal teams, and like anything I do from a marketing standpoint, ChatGPT is kind of like the nervous system of it, which is kind of crazy. It just in like a couple of weeks, it's come to that.
From unheard of to an integral part of the business.
Yeah. Yeah. When you sign up for the wait list for the ChatGPT professional, they ask you, how upset would you be if you lost access to ChatGPT? And on a scale of 1 to 5, not upset and very upset, I'd put 5. But I would be very upset if I didn't get access to it. I don't get upset about things except for this. I was so desensitized in 2022 and but now, man, 2023 and ChatGPT. Oh boy.
That you raise a good point. Don't give it to me and take it away, man. This is a revelation.
They're going to make so much money once they turn on monetization. It's going to be $1 trillion company soon.
Totally. I hope they have like retro monetization where it's just nothing but pop-ups.
Nothing but pop-ups. For the code you wrote, or what are you talking about?
Oh, you have like old school internet where all the ads were just nothing but pop-ups coming up.
Oh yeah, if you run that code, your browser will block it.
Right.
By default, it'll block it.
All right, guys. I think good spot to shut down, and then we'll just pick it up next Thursday, same bat time, same bat channel, and then probably integrate some ChatGPT right in with next week's topic.
I hope people got something out of this. I know we kind of went off on a tangent. We're kind of geeking out right now, which is kind of cool. But I hope there were some like light bulb moments, which I think there should have been. There's a lot going on here.
There definitely was, chatting about lead magnets, chatting about, a storyline for publishing those YouTube videos, for doing a post, for responding to an email, right? Those are just a few things.
Sky's the limit.
So we'll see you next week.
Cool.
Yes.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye for now. See you next Thursday, same time, same place.